Watch the game 4L, man.
You a big dog now.
Y'all know this shit 4L with me, man.
First and foremost, it's your boy Jay out of Barber. Thank you again, YouTube, for tuning in. So, first off, I start by combing the hair out to lift it up from the scalp to make it easier for when I'm using my clippers to go through with it and no snags, no pulling of the hair, making it uncomfortable for my client. As you can see, I'm using my Andes Masters, and I'm using the one guard going with the grain to keep the waves in there. Starting from the crown, working my way all the way around the head, using the same motions. As you can see, following the wave pattern is key with wavers, man. Not a lot of wavers, like you to go against the grain, but there are some. Starting with my zero gap, babyless clippers, and I'm creating my first guideline. A lot of people, they like to work their way backwards. I found it comfortable for me and more efficient for me to start with my lowest point to go to the highest point. So I start with the zero gap, open the lever halfway, then open it all the way, and do the same thing with my 0.5 guard. And after that, I use my 1.5 guard to clean up the area, debulking it, and remove any guidelines that may be there. As you can see, I'm also going back and doing detail work to get rid of any unnecessary lines. Now, the process for creating the taper on the side is kind of the same. I start mid-ear with my bald guideline. As you can see, I use my Andes, or not my Andes, sorry, my babyless trimmers to create the bald guideline. And then I use the same steps as I use for the taper in the back on the side. The only difference is I'm using the corner of my blade and not using the entire blade to just get the hairs that I want off, not, getting unnecessary hairs. As you can see, what you do to one side, you do to the other. I'm still following the same steps as I did for the taper all the way around, just using my corner of my blade. And being a barber, as an experienced barber, you run into that issue a lot. Maybe not starting off, but if you use the corner of your blade, that is a great technique to not taking too much off. It gives you leverage of just getting exactly what you want off or removed. Now, as you can see, I'm just tapering the beard, removing any hard definition lines, or any hard defined lines, sorry. Brushing the hair down to lay the hair down to make it easier for me to line up and remove the hairs when I am in the process of lining up. As you can see, just how I created a guideline for the taper, I am also creating a guideline for my lining. I am not going too deep into the lining. People don't like it when you push the lining back, man. So do not do that as a barber. Just create your first guideline. And if you have to, go over it a little bit just to make it symmetrical. And then come in with the razor. And man, I'm telling you, your clients will be grateful of it. I've been doing this for years, and I might have had, you know, that one client everybody has. One client, man, you know, you kind of went a little too far back. In actuality, it was just me straightening their lining. But, you know, as a barber, you run into a lot of things, you know, so I'm gonna spare you the details of that right now. Maybe later down the line I'll show you better than I can tell you. But yeah, nothing major, man. Just me and my craft, man, doing the lining. I feel like one of my attributes as a barber is the lineup. It's, you know, it's like, man, I feel like that's what everybody comes to me for, you know, to get them a lining. Sometimes I even get clients that just got a haircut. It's just like, man, let me get a lining. So I take pride in my lineup. And the process in which I achieved the lineup. So if you have any questions, any comments, please do not hesitate to ask or comment. I am a firm believer of learning from the next man or from the next person. Even teachers learn from their students. So, you know, if you have anything that you feel like you want to ask me as far as being a barber or even life situations or anything, just ask me, you know. I might not have the answer, but I'm pretty sure I can help you get it. Yes, I did use enhancements for this cut just to give it that look. It's pretty self-explanatory, you know, how I use my enhancements. I do not actually do this technique anymore, but I will still do it. You know, just I haven't been using this technique. I got some new tools, and I've been very content with that method, and it's a lot more effective and faster, you know, so yeah, really just kind of, you know, just like you taper side of the head or, you know, the back, I'm kind of just fading that enhancement in so it doesn't look, you know, too extravagant, or it doesn't too exaggerated. You know, you don't want your clients to look like they have enhancements in their head. You know, you want a person to take a second look, like, man, is that enhancement? Or I can't even tell. You know, I take pride in that. So don't overspray, don't overdo it, man. You know, people talk about those people. Thank you again, YouTube, for tuning into the channel. If you're rocking out with the content, please like, comment, share, subscribe. Don't forget to click the notification bell for any updates and latest videos that I may drop. But that's enough of me talking. So I'm going to go ahead and tune out and let y'all tune in to my boy FYB Montae, one of his hottest singles, Hood Cycle. Stay tuned for more, though.
RG Gang 4L, man.
You're a big dog now.
Y'all know this shit 4L with me, man. I don't wanna die in the streets, but now I ain't ducking no beef. That's why I ride the heat. 4 Nick on the side of the seat. Free Kobe, the king of the capes. Right now doing time for a case. Ride with blickers and torp behind who's riding away. Getting lost on all the Q6 high speed take off on the takes. J-Man say watch these niggas tryna come around, ride the wave. Don't see my niggas dirty, but I'ma call away. Let a nigga play with my brothers, he gon' die today. 3-time felon, but ride my blick, my daughters ain't crying today. What you know about sin, know about 400 days. Tell my story and my music, can you feel my pain? Lost my brother, had my daughter that December day. 4 months later, lost Don Gucci on that April day. Lost my niggas back to back, I feel some type of way. I know one day we gon' link up behind them having gates. Long live Archie, 5 years later, it's still hard to say. Don't ride with the nigga all the time, I get on my feelings, I ride with the cape. I'm BDK, EBK, but you'll still get shot trying to drop the rakes. Like Montae, you better than most of these rap niggas when you gon' drop the tape. Got a lot of hot shit on the way and I still might not even drop the tape. Bitch. Archie gang, 4L, man. Fuck is it about the money and clout, man?